National Football League brings us to the Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Throw, left side, caught by Andrews. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively.
And they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
And that's a big-time effort on 4th down. If he doesn't come up with this ball, Mike, they turn it over on downs, but instead, not only does he lay out and make a terrific catch, they get a fresh set of downs here and now see if they can finish this thing off and come away with some points.
Jackson up top again. That's caught. Derrick Henry. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Hey, report. Cut.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
No, we changed it.
Back to throw. Jack pressure gets there. And down he goes. The veteran Jadeveon Clowney still at it, and he still has it. He gets the sack. Jackson now on 2nd down. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said,
keep it going here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their 1st points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. on the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Young. A dive and a catch. Incredible. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh...
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Javon Sanders. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost...
Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This will be caught. And he's going to... through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
13.
Off the play fake. Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So after 1, the Panthers off to the early advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this.
You. 13. What ain't it? Nice shot.
Play action now. Jackson. That's to the sideline and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Shaq Thompson.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they hit.
This up on 3rd and 8. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Give him 14 on that one. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
Drill, 52. Here we go. Fight, 60.
On 1st down is Young. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Young. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Here's Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
In this passing game,
Field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now it's Dalton. This one intercepted. Picked off by Ardarius Washington.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
2nd and a yard. Jackson now. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be...
Continue to push the ball downfield. Hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On play action, here's Jackson. Taking off, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good...
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And the Ravens clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. In this after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Jackson. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one for the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Let's go.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Dalton. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down. This is 3rd and forever.
368.
The motion man is Johnson.
No. He got 368. 93, 52, 90.
Throwing, Dalton. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And on third down, that ball incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And
It seemed to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another.
And he's in. Xavier Legette. Touchdown, Panthers. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be picked up and slung down. Good tackle backs them up a long field ahead. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Let's go now. Set.
On the ground, here's Sanders to start the drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. And 2.
17. Set. Striker. 3-3. Ten cycle. Set.
On play action, Young. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable.
Field goal, they'll go for it here on 4th down.
Ready?
They'll go. Young. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
For a big-time 4th down stop.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he finally is going to have to eat this one. He will go down. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelopes. They only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there is a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Young. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one is caught. And he will go all the way. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.